Never heard conspirator before. Jesus. And it's the whole idea. That's part of that whole operation. The weird psyop operation, mindfuck, is that a conspiracy theorist was a term invented by the CIA back when JFK was assassinated, so that people didn't ask questions, and so that we could just like point at each other. Oh my God, I can't believe you don't believe the new narrative. Oh my God, Jesus. It's like, how do you know? But I realize, I keep going back to this metaphor that I use, is that you can't beat somebody over the head with a stick and hope they want to know what kind of tree the stick came from. They're gonna see, once the tree's on fire,
Those were bike cops, 20 bike cops riding around, hooting and hollering, rah-rah since Mumbai. And I asked the one in the back what they were riding for. He said they were looking for the coronavirus. I like, shit you not, said they were looking for the corona. And I laughed. I said, did you find it? He said, no. He laughed. He got caught off guard, and then he yelled at me for my seatbelt. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I have it on. Get out of here. And then I was just like, shit.
It's true, I did drive off on him. I recognized in that moment, like, the hive mind, the policy enforcer mind, the mind that follows orders, can't be convinced, right? Not in a group, that's definitely sure. His ego is definitely way out front. I mean, his ego's so out front, like, he couldn't handle the fact that I jokingly asked him if he found the virus. He had to lash back at me saying, hey, do you have your seatbelt on? I'm like, get out of here, dude. But like realizing that, I gotta plant seeds in one so that they can inoculate the hive mind, and poison the rest and get them to see, but you can't, I don't know, it's just hard to be able to like get anybody to see outside of their paradigm, their dogma that they believe so hardly, especially for the policy people, they get punished for thinking for themselves.
Society is in an abusive relationship with a narcissist, with an abuser. Like that somebody else just posted something somewhere that it is absolutely right. They won't be able to see it until they have had enough abuse, and even then they might not. And it's like it's powerful stuff. Until right before this whole bullshit, depressed, alone, suicidal, fuck the world, this happened. I started delivering on March 5th, so that's what I'm doing, because my other shit was crashed, like the film business. It's like the universe knew. But I'm blasting through the city like a fucking pirate, Traffic is amazing. Parking is amazing. People are all like having existential crisis, and here I am having had one for 30 years. I'm like, hey, it's cool. We got this. I'm gonna be the ambassador for Weird for You, and I don't know what the fuck, man. It's crazy. Also, you don't want inside my brain, like the levels that it goes. Like I'm just trying to filter it all out. Keep it, just like I said, keep it simple. K-I-S-S, keep it simple, stupid. But well, that's why I think I was trying to get into the science of things, like the idea of a virus, like if we can actually all come to an understanding, like I think they're like really like confusing people about what things are and what we are, what our human bodies are, and how they're made up and how they work. You know, I think they've been confusing people for a really long time, and that's why this is working the way it is. But nobody's a virologist. Nobody's a scientist. We can't do these scientific experiments. We just have to trust the experts that are part of a system that they created. So
I don't like being that I was right, that, you know, like that feeling that something big was coming, but I'm glad that I'm not nuts, and it's like, all right, finally we're here now, you know. I feel connected to everybody on the planet. I feel like, you know, like right after 9/11, I was able to talk to people in this really deep, meaningful way for a few days, maybe a week. I wanted to talk about it always, but people go back to their lives here. People's going back to life is just not happening. So anytime I come across people, they're like ready to talk, you know, and I gotta make sure I don't, you know, I'm not going too deep down the rabbit holes, because the rabbit holes, they all need to be burned. About that, like that whole thing, leading up to and now is meant to confuse and to separate. It's like the art of war. They'll throw in some conspiracy theories on the other side just to confuse and weaken the enemy, which, you know, look at it, we are, the humans are the enemy, the people that are manipulating, you know, they gave it to us, and we're never gonna know any answers, you know. Yeah, if we haven't figured out the JFK thing, like, why would we think we're gonna figure this out? Like, I thought it was a really interesting synchronicity that Bob Dylan released a 17-minute song about the assassination of JFK on the 26th of March, like, at midnight. Weird. What is he saying? Okay, maybe he's saying that.
actually trying to make a very concerted effort to not do any digging, not do too much. No rabbit holes, you know, 'cause it's not going to serve me. It's just going to make me more scared, and more anxious, and more crazy. So I just stay present. I'm about to make some music. I'll deliver food in a couple hours. And I've been talking to my people, just reaching out to people, and I don't know. It's I'm going with my intuition, and I feel like I'm doing right. You know, higher self is telling me I'm all right. So we'll see. One day at a time. Right? We're always together. Today is the day where I sound like a paranoid nut job. But yes, there might have something to do with the timing too. I think it was a full moon recently. We're very close to the solstice. Yeah, and if any of these things are fake, if all these things are fake, then what is that? What is the stars and how, like, astrology and, like, I don't know. It just it cracks my brain a little bit in a good way. Yeah, but with our luck, as soon as we are, we find out, we know, because, like, if we're told anything, if we're told any truths, those aren't truths, right? So when they come out and they tell us the aliens, blah, 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 gotta be careful. But yeah, if the things that we know, there's also a possibility that what we find out may not be true. You know, we may only know when we die. Yeah, we may only know when we die. And even then, we might not know then. Oh, goodness.
get going, like all the ideas at once, all the conspiracy theories at once are layering on top of each other and fitting like weird little, you know, cryptics and puzzle pieces, Jumanji style, like, it's good stuff. And I'm just getting a kick out of finally being able to like riff on like my thoughts, my ideas, my musings and studies, and you know, all these different things that have been bouncing around my noodle for 25 years, 30. Yeah, when I was 15, was the first time I took the second, and like, boom, reality is not what you think it is. You know, I was already opened up before when I was like 7. I was like, wait, Christianity is only if you do this, and you're like, well, what about those people that never, you know? No, something stupid.